Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, here's Cousins, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. On second down, Cousins again. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
On third down, Cousins. And able to find Graham, complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Big boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jimmy Graham, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. first carry now. This is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball. Then he made a nice tackle.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter. Now it's 2nd and 7. Little motion now from the tight end. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Here we go now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now Cousins. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Reset.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the cap.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive line.
It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and just 1. Rodgers to throw on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Cousins, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good game. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Pryor has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Cousins here to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Cousins to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Come on, go.
Cousins. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now Cousins. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To Johnson again.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
3rd down and goal from the 8. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
what I'm saying is I think the dynamic of having Carmelo makes them worse.
The problem is when you play Love a team like Golden State, he can't guard anybody. No, he's not outstanding defender.
Well, the difference is Carmelo won't guard it.
Yeah. Carmelo. The thing is, Love stretches the as much as Carmelo stretches for, and he gives you a low.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play.
Charles and I set for this Madden.
Post presence offensively, and he gives you the best rebounder on the floor in any game you play.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden
Oh,
Ultimate Team.
fuck.
Dynamic of LeBron and Cleveland.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Why do you want that instead of Love? Like, let me.
Breeze now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50
and have a chance, or maybe lose, than to have one of my players run my team for me.
That ship has sailed, brother.
I realize that ship has sailed in Cleveland. But if I'm a team, let's just say LeBron were free next year, I'm not signing. Because I don't want to do this.
Well,
I don't want to play this game with this guy who plays the I'm a good guy, I'm a player, but I'm really actually going to control the organization as well behind the scenes. I don't want to play that crap.
Breeze now on first down.
How about the guy that
The left
always
side completion
needs
to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35
like he can
and just
never
shy
be,
of the
he's
30.
apparently never enough.
Partner. They go back
He's
to back
proven that.
with excellent
And by the way,
games.
I get it.
And really, it shouldn't be a
Nobody by
surprise who they were
themselves
throwing the
is
ball
enough.
to. He's their best guy.
Kobe
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again.
It's
They haven't
more
shown
than
the
just
propensity to
one
be
guy
able to
that he
stop him.
always needs. He
When
always
teams
needs
take
at least 2 to 3.
Maybe he's just trying to make himself look humble over and over again. Like, I'm just not good enough to do it by myself. I need more guys.
Hey, one quick thing from the game the other night that I didn't mention to you yesterday, and I forgot to. Just tell me if you read anything into this. When he hit the shot at the end of regulation, he looked so proud of himself. He had been phenomenal down the stretch, hitting all those threes and then hitting that bank shot. And there's something about LeBron phony to me. There's always reeked of, hey, I was just great. I don't want to push it any further. I'm great for the night. No one's going to recognize anything but that. And when he got his 6th foul in overtime, did he look that despondent that he was out of that game to you? It almost, it looked to me.
Hey, you know what it looked to me like? I did enough. I'll just start coaching.
That's what I'm saying.
Tyronn Lue, you did a great job while I was playing, but now I'm GM. You can go. You can actually go in the locker room. I'll coach the team starting now.
That's exactly what.
Hey, get Kyrie the ball. Kyrie's the scorer now.
Kyrie's the closer, really. And I just didn't. I just made 4 threes in the final 4 minutes of the game, including one of the shots of the year. I'm good with fouling out. Whatever happens, happens.
Kinda tired
it's
anyways.
on Kyrie anyway.
He played hard tonight. I'm kind of tired. I didn't expect overtime.
For someone who whines and complains as much as he does, that foul, Cooley, could have easily been called on Korver. Korver actually fouled Eagle first. LeBron would go nuts over Ballistic. Yeah, but did you see that shot?
Oh, it was a great shot, bro.
I know, but the point is, he was so satisfied in the moment at what he'd done that winning the game was too much risk to take to playing the rest of it. I know that's so much projecting.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, though.
Yeah.
This really goes back to when I was playing baseball when stats were really important. Things. If I went 3 for 3 in a game, I almost didn't want to go batting. Like I got 3 for 3 and I hit a bomb in the 3rd inning. I don't want to go back up to the plate.
I know, but the analogy in this case,
about 1,000 today.
The analogy in this case would be you hit 3 for 3. You were due up in the next inning in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th, and you said, "No, go ahead and pitch it for me."
Actually, let me get tossed out of this. I'm going to argue strike some balls from someone else's at bat.
Right from the dugout.
I don't think he didn't look like he cared.
It was a weird reaction from LeBron
and here's the
when he
thing.
fouled out.
You're right, because normally his reaction is, you're wrong, I'm going to go crazy. He had that same reaction 2 or 3 times in the game. And he had the reaction when Otto Porter struck the ball. He had that reaction when Kelly Oubre D'd him up under the... D'd him up under the hoop and stripped it out. He thought he got fouled. Every time he has that reaction. And to not have it in a critical moment,
He was gratified. He was satisfied in the moment that he had been incredible, and he was incredible. I'm not taking anything from him. 4 threes in the final 4:18 of that game with that ridiculous bench. By the way, Hall of Fame coach and the coach say they needed to foul. Beal needed to foul him immediately, and I said, look, he got into his shooting motion pretty quickly. He said he had a chance. He should have fouled him there.
But Bill's not to foul, and you can see that clearly from the inbounds. Bill wasn't to foul.
Right.
He was going to deep him up.
This goes all into the LeBron thing. It's like it's never enough. He always needs help. He doesn't believe that he can win a title with just him loving Kyrie Irving. Well, they did it last year. And maybe this is also, to a certain degree, this needing more. And they gave him Korver, who, by the way, he's going to be he's an incredible addition to that team, Korver. Perfect team for Korver.
He's your scorer off the bench.
So he needs more and more and more and more and more. It's just, dude, go out and overachieve for once in your life. Go out and win something. Wow, you weren't supposed to win that. Rather than loading up, I mean, who else do you want? See if you can get Westbrook between now and the finals.
Ooh, I'd love to have him. We should get Cousins, too.
There's some audio we're going to play of Chicago Bulls team president, general manager, talking about ever asked for additional players. We'll hear that next.
It's Cooley and Kevin on ESPN 98.
Jerry Krause, of course, was the architect of the 1990s Chicago Bulls. He was on with Adrian Wojnarowski on his podcast, Vertical now, podcast, and was asked as part of the discussion about LeBron James and players. This is what he said.
But I will say for Michael Jordan, no, to this day and never, he never came to me and asked for other players. He never came to me and asked me to draft a player. He may have asked me to trade for a player. Never once did that happen. Part of it was he thought he was so darn good he could win without him. I'm sure of that. He'd say that. He doesn't want to take the count. I'll win without him. I don't care. But Michael was smart enough to understand the organization. After the first time, he understood what we had to do as an organization, and he was great with it. And he never complained to me.
Let me just say this, Cooley. I've always felt this way. Michael Jordan and LeBron James are not the same type of person. They're not the same type of personality. Kobe Bryant is more Michael Jordan. And that's not LeBron James's personality. There is no way on God's green earth that Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, take Kobe Bryant out of it because of a couple of instances, all right? There's no way that Michael ever gone and hid in a corner avoiding the basketball like LeBron did against the Dallas Mavericks and like he did at times as a Cav against the Celtics. Hid. He was suffering so much from competition anxiety.
There's never a moment whatsoever. Isn't there some interest in your world to see what LeBron would look like just by himself? Or if you were to have did a couple years ago, and he was tremendous when Kyrie got hurt in the finals. He was tremendous 2 years ago in the finals. Not last year when they won it, but 2 years ago.
Yeah, they just didn't.
But isn't there to some extent another part of you that wants to see a whole season? LeBron just goes somewhere with guys.
Look, what I just said, by the way, Cooley, is it's criticism, but it's also recognition. LeBron is a facilitator. LeBron is magic. He's never been Michael as a player. He's much more magic as a player than Michael. He's one of the great facilitators in the history of the game. He's so good.
I'm with you.
But when it comes to that competitive ferocity, that's not his personality. It was Michael's. LeBron probably is a more well-rounded person than Jordan. He's probably interested. It was win or at whatever he did.
I think LeBron interest, and I don't know, is what I take. If Jordan's was winning, Jordan's was winning in golf and baseball and whatever else, but LeBron was winning basketball and then the brand of LeBron James. Shoes, clothing line, TV shows, the brand of LeBron James. Maybe Jordan was some to this extent, but I think this was more competition.
Yeah. If young Mike on the Little League team that the coach... Do we have that, Greg? Go ahead and play.
There's two types of people in this world. There's winners and there's losers.
That's Michael Jordan.
Just so that we're clear, every time we step on this field, our goal is to be a winner.
Michael Jordan, at 7 years old, is saying, "You're damn right, coach. You're damn right. I've already told you it's not about having fun." And then he's where LeBron was, I don't think the coach is worried about that. So,
he makes it so.
But good God, LeBron,
You know what?
just keep the team you have right now and go beat. Stop with the adding all of the big name stars. I mean, for crying out loud, win one where people think you shouldn't have won one. I mean, it's amazing to think of LeBron being categorized as an overachiever, but if he keeps the team he has now and they go and beat Golden State in the finals, people will probably chalk that one up as his best accomplishment.
Why not last year's, though?
Because Draymond Green didn't play Game 5, and this series would have been over.
And Kevin Durant wasn't playing for that team.
And Durant wasn't on that team.
Okay, fine. I agree with you.
Both of those reasons. The Durant reason even more.
All right.
Go beat this Golden State team. Nobody thinks you can beat that team.
You go get this one done. You're really going to be in the conversation. You'll be in the conversation you want to be in. You're not in the best overall. You're not Tom Brady right now. You go in that one, we're going to start talking about it.
And stop GMing the team. Go out and play. I mean, you got enough. Your guy went out and got you Corver. That is a big addition for them. That dude, Cooley, every single time spots up and shoots it. Do you ever think it's not going in?
I think it's 100%. I guess that goes back to a whole part of his career and what he did in Atlanta, at least the last couple of years. But it's going in.
Oh, come on.
I'm going straight from here to the golf course. This is the last nice day of the week.
Looks like it's really windy, though.
I'll play in the wind.
All right. Tell me how it goes. Call me later.
I'll call you later.
for Latavius Murray's dynasty value to go to zero because that's where it's headed. We talked in the last show about the dichotomy between Duke Johnson and Latavius Murray, how I believe there's a chasm between these two players. Yet, message boards and on Twitter,
Yes.
and reading
Get tackle,
that
you know.
many fantasy
Get
gamers, Dynasty League
fucking kidding.
enthusiasts in particular, believe that Latavius Murray is more valuable in Dynasty than Duke Johnson. And this doesn't make any sense. I cannot understand this. Vexing to me. Duke Johnson's 23 years old. Latavius Murray's 27. Latavius Murray's passed the age apex for the position by 2 years. He's well into the back half of his career and has never a top 10 in the NFL. It's never going to happen for him. And I laid out my case against him in the last show, and many of the buzzards that follow this show chimed in and said, you forgot that he's also about to be a free agent. And you're absolutely right. I forgot he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent. Leaving the Oakland Raiders would be a death blow for Latavius Murray because the Raiders were the best possible situation for him. He only was competing with fifth-round pick DeAndre Washington and undrafted free agent Jalen Richard. That became the last year. No matter where Latavius Murray goes in 2017, there will be more competition for touches in whatever backfield he lands on. And odds are he'll land on a team with a lesser offense. The Oakland Raiders were one of the most efficient offenses in the league. They ran a lot of run plays, over 25 run plays per game, and with Derek Carr zone a lot of points. And even beyond that, it was above average run blocking offensive line that Oakland featured. 101.9 offensive line run blocking grade on playerprofiler.com. Anytime you have a run blocking efficiency over 100, that's a quality run blocking offensive line. So prolific and efficient offense with an efficient run blocking offensive line. That's the offense that Latavius Murray will likely be leaving in the offseason. Still think he has more dynasty value than Duke Johnson? Because even on the Oakland Raiders, the best possible situation for him, Latavius Murray was not efficient last year. Look at the advanced efficiency metrics. The juke rate, evaded tackles per touch, 18.9%.
Oh, I could have been a touchdown.
And you might say, well, we know that Latavius Murray's not elusive. Latavius Murray is a one-cut home run hitter, evidenced by a 115 and a 96th percentile speed score after he ran a 4.43 at 223 pounds. So that's not his specialty. He's not dancing around defenders in the backfield. You give him a wide running lane, and he will maximize the gaps that offensive linemen afford him, and will exploit the defense and get the most out of it. Right? That's Latavius Murray's singular skill, right? Right? Wrong. 3.6% breakaway run rate. Only 7 runs of more than 20 yards all season last year for Latavius Murray. So that one thing that apparently he does well, he actually didn't do well last season. My question is, what is he good at? Well, he was good at scoring touchdowns. 12 touchdowns last year was number 6 in the NFL. And those touchdowns were a product of his situation. That was it. Those 12 touchdowns were a product of good fortune, right place, right time for Latavius Murray. No matter where he goes in 2017, he'll likely end up in the wrong place at the wrong time because his talent profile indicates that he can't generate fantasy production on his own. Outside the top 30 in every key efficiency metric. And the one thing that running backs can do that can elevate their fantasy potential, what can a running back do to continue to push themselves into that RB2 conversation in fantasy football? Catch passes. Well, does Latavius Murray catch passes? No! In 2015, getting a 70% opportunity share, he caught only 40 passes, 2.6 per game. Last year, it dropped to 33 passes, 2.4 per game, on a mere 53% opportunity share. So let me get this straight. Oakland Raiders coaches realized that Latavius Murray is not a bell cow back in 2015. They throttled down his carries in 2016, dropping his opportunity share by almost 20 percentage points. And what happened? Of course, his receptions fell. His yardage totals collapsed. Now he turns 27 and will be looking for a new team in the offseason. And you think that this is a valuable running back? This is an asset you want to have on your Dynasty League team? Laughable. Literally laughable. I just laughed. I laughed because it's laughable. I'm laughing right now again. It's laughable. You look at the Latavius Murray performance profile on player.
No, why did you? Oh my.
You see, he's useless. I mean, he's totally useless across the board. I think on another team, they'd like to use him as a situational home run hitter. Like you see situational deep threats used occasionally, like Aldrick Robinson, Kenny Stills being the best of the situational deep threats in the NFL, not a player that is deployed on an every down basis. Well, that's Latavius Murray. He's going to end up on a team that will use him in situations where they think they can exploit the defense, create a gap, and hit on a big run play. But no NFL team wants to feed Latavius Murray volume touches. No NFL coach thinks that's a good idea. No NFL coach is trying to scheme Latavius Murray into space. Handing the ball to Latavius Murray on 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line is not an optimal play call. Latavius Murray's yards per carry against base defenses last year, 3.7, 63rd in the NFL. His yards per carry was better against stacked fronts and against light fronts. So pitch it out to Latavius Murray when the defense is in nickel. Hand it off to Latavius Murray in a short yardage situation. But Latavius Murray will never see an opportunity share over 50% again. And he will never outscore Duke Johnson on a fantasy points per game basis for the rest of his career. And other than Le'Veon Bell, Latavius Murray is the only other interesting free agent running back. I think most people think Latavius Murray will leave the Oakland Raiders. Most people think that Le'Veon Bell will stay in Pittsburgh. So Latavius Murray actually projects to be the most interesting free agent running back unless Le'Veon Bell wants to shock the world and go to the Patriots. That would be interesting. But when you look at the wide receiver position, there's a lot of interesting free agents. So I'm going to go down this list of free agent wide receivers quickly. I'm going to give you my preferred landing spot for each one. This is going to be a continual topic on the show. We're going to keep coming back to it because this is one of the better free agent wide receiver classes in NFL history. It starts with Alshon Jeffrey. I'd love to see Alshon Jeffrey go to the Titans. The Titans do not have a proper split-end X receiver. Tajay Sharp projects to be an NFL flanker. Rashard Matthews has been one of the more efficient and productive NFL flankers the last 2 seasons. Neither one of them can play on the outside, and like Julio Jones in the Super Bowl, bracket coverage
going off.
Consistently when shadowed by the defense's number 1 cornerback. The Tennessee Titans desperately need an X receiver who can command the attention of the defense. That will open up more target separation for all members of the offense, all the skill position players. Delanie Walker, Tajay Sharp, Rashard Matthews, and whoever else they draft. Alshon Jeffrey to the Titans needs to happen. They have the cap space to make it work. They have the ascending quarterback. The team is pointing in the right direction. They looked like a playoff team at times last year, so it's the ideal landing spot for Alshon Jeffrey to sign a big contract and go to a contender. Now, what about Terrell Pryor? You can see Terrell Pryor going to a bad offense. If he's going to take the payday, try to maximize the dollars he can make, if that's his disposition during the free agent negotiation process, well, he'll end up on the San Francisco 49ers. He'll end up on the LA Rams. If Terrell Pryor is interested in championships, he'll end up on the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are number 3 in the NFL in cap space. That was stunning to me. The defending NFL Super Bowl champions are top 5 in the league in cap space, adding insult to victory. The Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. And having Terrell Pryor would be a boon for the entire Patriots offense. It would help to spread the field and create separation for Gronk, create more room underneath for Edelman, Mitchell, Hogan. Because Chris Hogan's not a proper split end. Chris Hogan doesn't run a sub 4.5 40. Chris Hogan doesn't play above the defense. Chris Hogan is just the best equipped wide receiver to play split end that happens to be on the Patriots roster right now, but he is not a prototypical NFL X receiver.
Let's go.
Terrell Pryor is. So Terrell Pryor goes to the Patriots. They could move Hogan
Get him
to
out of here.
flanker, and they could slide Edelman in to play the slot position. That way Edelman could play the Amendola role in 2017, which is a better fit for him because Julian Edelman is in decline. And it's not a gradual decline. Julian Edelman's decline in 2016 was precipitous. Both his production premium, the situation agnostic efficiency metric.
What the What the fuck? I'm so fucking shit. What the fuck? That song, bro.
Bitch thought she can sneak up on me while taking a shower. Bitch, look at you now. You gone, bitch. You gone. I just busted a fat ass nut.
Is that your slab?
Yeah, slab.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Hey, slab in the cut, finna suck your grandma toes. In my drawer, I got a brick of shrimp snow, bro. Suck your grandma toes, and I don't even know her. Tell me one time, Zach Thomas did a show, bro. Pull up to your grandma's house and blow her toes off. You cannot be in the gang if I don't know ya. And I sell a bag of shrimp for the low, bro. Don't test me on my pressure, on my soul, yeah. Okay. Pull up to your grandma's house and finna. Don't want your bitch, cause that bitch is mad smut. Skirt off the lot and hit the fucking shrimp jackpot. And I don't fuck with randoms, cause I know they tryna plot. If I go broke, I'm finna cut off my cock. Say nah, but I'm about to run up on your block. Get gunned down and lined up with chalk. I'm finna pull up to your house and kill your fucking dog. You can beat my ass, I'm finna fuck your grandma. I don't give a fuck, it's Lil Slappington in the cut. Please do not diss me, I'm finna rush you like a chestnut. Your grandma wanted a stack, I said, bitch, you is out of luck. Get the fuck out my face. Yeah.
I just busted a nut.
I don't give a fuck about you bitches. Hope you all get murdered and don't just...
You like to be in camera, Axel? Why?
Hey, Phil, remember that book that has it like this quick? He has him like a fucking stack.
That's my favorite.
No, dude. Grab her against the wall, do it. Shower, dude.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Right on camera.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Shrimp in my pocket, need to pull up my britches. Fuck all my old friends who turned to some switches. I just cut my dick off, I had 2 inches. Choose Slappington, bitch, shrimp, my religion. Kill everybody so I don't have no competition. Okay, yeah.
Wow, yeah. Come on, man. Damn, I just busted this nut. Yeah. I just busted a nut. I busted a nut on the mic. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. I just busted a fat ass nut. True slab. True Slappington. Yeah, dude. True fucking Slappington. Yes.
Hey, yo. Hey, I thought you knew. My niggas ain't rockin' red, we rockin' blue. Yeah. Hey, I thought you knew. What's up, man? You chasing the big, but she chasing the crew. Yeah. Hey, I thought you knew. Man. These niggas strange, they be acting new. Brand new. Yo. Hey, I thought you knew. I thought you knew. Hey, I thought you knew. My niggas going dumb, they act a fool. Fuck on your hoe, thought you knew. These niggas, they hate out the blue. These bitches, they coming in two. These niggas so fake and I knew. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I knew. Even when I broke, I kept it true. Gotta reap what I sow. Gotta sow what I reap. If I like it, then I keep. Niggas flocking like some sheep. Heard you got it, so I peep. Took it like a QB sweet. Then I ran it home for 6. Do not try to rob, cause we keep the sticks. Aiming at your fucking wig. Got that pink like a pig. Got that ice like a ring. Pussy wetter than a sink. Dick longer than a mint. I don't want it if she stink. I don't. She said, ah, y'all the same. Baby, we ain't the same. I ain't got nothing in common with these lanes. I thought you knew. My niggas ain't rockin' red, we rockin' blue. Yeah. Hey, I thought you knew. You chasing that hoe, but she chased the cool. Yeah, hey, I thought you knew. These niggas change, they be acting new. Brand new, yeah. Hey, I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
Run with it, did it again. Oh my goodness, run with it, did it again. I had that porch and we got. I hot out the porch and we got it.